Okay, at creative underscore Faye, aka April C, sent in, hello Dave and Matt Dow. These questions are a lot later than my previous set, and I'm running behind on getting my video together. But I should send my questions in now. I did leave a phone message thanking Dave and clarifying a few things the day after Please Hold. Yes, thank you. I did get the message there. Um, Saturday, I was out most of the day with a friend. We went to a few comic shops for Free Comic Day and an old bookstore. I was able to find a copy of the Al Quran and some other books, but I wasn't able to find a Torah or an interlinear Bible. Maybe next time. It was one of those days where everything fell into place. The rest of the week, not so much, but oh well. Yeah, we've all had those. All of this was just starting to make sense, and now I'm just scrambling for short yardage, and I don't get any of this. Along with getting back into reading the Bible, I've also started my journey into Cerebus. I just started Church and State. I love Cerebus. He's such a great character. I am enjoying the story a lot. The Beguiled parody was great, and I love the reference to Comic Cons in high society. I officially consider myself a fan now. Your books have given me inspiration on how to approach my own comic. Well, that's great. I probably won't do any horizontal pages in my book. I'll attach a few of my pages from different chapters and a cover design. They are still a work in progress. I'll look forward to seeing that. I also want to let you know that there are factions fighting against the feminist poisons in society. So there is hope for all of us. One group is called Men Going Their Own Way. Yeah, MGTOW. I first heard about them 6 years ago from a female YouTuber advocating for their cause. I don't remember her name, but she'd go over court cases and the injustice going on. More recently, I came across a YouTuber called Men Need to Be Heard. He's an older gentleman that advocates for men's rights and points out the problem with modern women. I think a lot of people are waking up to the issue of feminism and how it is a sexist movement and does nothing but destroy the relationship between men and women. Okay, well, I'll just leave that right there where it is. Thank you for the backup on that. I do have to say that over the 30 plus years since I wrote issue 186, I definitely hear a lot of the time that things are getting better. People are waking up. Red pill, blue pill, MGTOW, all of those kinds of things. And it's like, good luck to everybody. I I jumped out of that parade in 1998, and there hasn't been a minute since 1998 that I've gone. Maybe I was a little hasty there. Maybe I should get back into the parade. Questions. Number one, since this Please Hold will be after your birthday, my first question will be about that. Did you do anything special to celebrate your birthday? I hope your fans let you know you haven't been forgotten by the world. My birthday this year, I never do anything personally to celebrate my birthday. It's just not a thing that I do. But still jazzed about the fact that Kristen Hudwardson sent me the Harvey Comics Flash Gordon #1, reprinting Alex Raymond's Flash Gordon. I've I've got it sitting upstairs with my two Rip Kirby's feature books that also feature Alex Raymond's artwork, and whenever I'm upstairs and doing the Strange Death of Alex Raymond research or looking through stuff, it's Flash Gordon #1 is sitting right there, and I'll pull it out and take another look at it and do a complete Jimmy Stewart. Well, what do you know about that? And it certainly hasn't worn off. So, Kristen, I want you to know, considering that I thought you were sending me a commission to do on a comic book cover, opening up and finding a birthday present that perfectly attuned to Dave Sim as it was. Good on you. Good on you for that. I do have to say that the grocery store that I go to downtown has discount desserts. They've got a very expensive dessert counter cooler, and then they've got another one where, well, these have been sitting around for a little while, so we're gonna knock this down. And it was, I think, the 20th, the 21st. Yeah, it was around there anyway, 24th, something like that. And I was looking through their desserts and going, okay, am I going to buy a dessert today? And literally there were single slices that they had actually written right on top of the plastic clamshell, birthday cake. So it's like, well, okay, I don't ordinarily celebrate my birthday or even mark it in any way. But what the heck, if I'm going to pick a dessert today to bring home, happy birthday to me, 4 or 5 days late, and it was a very tasty piece of birthday cake. #2, how did you come to be involved in writing the Cyberfrog project that got canceled? And is it true that you were going to have Cyberfrog lick his back and go on a psychedelic trip? It was, oh God, his name escapes my mind. I'm just getting old, April. He just contacted me and said, are you interested in writing this title, this comic book that I'm going to be doing called Cyberfrog? And I said, sure. Sounds good to me. I don't know how he's doing now, but at that time he was like gangbusters. He was doing Kickstarters that were bringing in like tens of thousands of dollars, and he had his own YouTube channel. So I hope that's still the case. But that was really just it. It was there was a contact in between us. It was Benjamin Hobbs, I think, who said, "Are you aware of this guy? And are you aware that that he does talk about you and that he does admire your work?" And no, I wasn't aware of him. And yeah, what the heck? Just relay word, and then started finding out from other people. Yeah, we knew all about this guy, and you should probably make giant piles of money out of this. And as you say, I don't think the project got canceled. I think he either did it himself or he did it with someone else, and expressed regret that he wasn't going to be able to work with me because he was looking forward to learning a lot. So the Ninja High School crossover for me is sort of the delayed action on that. That was what I was looking forward to from my side, was working on a comic book called Cyberfrog, and going, okay, this is definitely something I wouldn't come up with on my own, and I'm going to have to familiarize myself with this and then see what I can bring to the project. But in terms of someone who's pretty much always generated his own comics, and right from square one, This is going to be my thing. I'm going to make all of the important decisions about it, to just be a hired hand, a pair of hands, and here I am, hopefully to help. Um, the same thing happened with IDW, where Ted Adams said, you know, if there's anything at IDW you're interested in working on, you know, let me know, and we'll see if we can accommodate you on it. And you know, sort of updated me with a list of all the things that they were working on, deals that they had just finalized, deals that they were still working on, and one of them was Stretch Armstrong, the toy, the guy with the really stretchy arms, and they had gotten the license to do the comic book, and I said, what about me doing Stretch Armstrong? And I got the facts back from Ted, and he's going like, I really think that that's beneath you. I don't think that, you know, you would want to waste your talents doing the Stretch Armstrong comic book. I'm going, I'm Dave Sim. I'm barely considered a human being by most of the people in the comic book industry. Stretch Armstrong can only be a step up. So part of me was looking forward to going, all right, I know absolutely nothing about Stretch Armstrong. I think it's a Mattel toy. Let's find out what Mattel's do's and don'ts on Stretch Armstrong are, and let's see how creative we can be within those parameters. In the remastered version of Cerebus, in the back section, it was talking about your experiment with LSD. Do you remember much of your experience? Yeah. I don't think anybody would tell you that LSD affects your memory. So it's more that just everything becomes very, very vivid, and you know, so you find yourself backed into situations where you're going, oh, right. You know, I'm doing this on acid, and I didn't really anticipate that. The first time working on acid was Cerebus number 11, which was the first cockroach story. And I started working on, I was a few pages into it, and then did a hit of acid and just started penciling the story from that point on, and really, really good penciling. I was very, very pleased with how it was coming out, but got about 4 or 5 pages penciled, some of it rough pencils, some of it tight pencils. Over the course of 10 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours, and sitting back as I was starting to come down and going, oh, right. This brings up the Gerhardt question, which didn't exist at that point. But Gerhardt's question was always, after he had finished furiously penciling something for hours and hours and days, sitting back and going, does anybody want to ink this? Anybody? Hello? Hello? And I, of course, never responded to that. But that was definitely my reaction. This is going to be a lot of work. I don't know how much work I've gotten done here by penciling these pages, and I don't know how much work I have left to do. So leave us not do this as a general habit. Let's go back to our Dave Sim way of doing things. You do the page, you finish the page, you go on to the next page. Do not just pencil a page and say, oh, well, I'm making real progress. It depends on how long it's going to take you to ink it. So that's my most vivid experience on I'm also working on a birthday drawing for you that I'll send as soon as it's done. Excellent. That was actually another part of my birthday was they started talking about another Canada Post strike in Canada, and I'm going, oh come on, we used to do this, but everybody's paying attention to Canada a lot more than they usually do with Donald Trump and his tariffs, and this is just going to look so dumb to the rest of the world. They're having another postal strike. They just had a postal strike over Christmas. Nobody got mail in Canada over Christmas for like 30 days. No other country does things like that. What is the matter with you people? And then that not having gotten settled, it was kicking the can down the road until May. And May 23rd, Friday, May 23rd, was supposed to be, okay, the postal workers are walking out on strike again. I'm going, well, spiffy, I don't have a phone, I don't have a fax machine, and now I can't get any effing mail either. Well, poor me. But I still live in North America, so these are all minor first world problems. And then I got mail. I got mail on Friday. And of course, I don't have the internet, and I don't have television. So I'm sitting there going, why didn't the postal workers go out on strike? I don't know why the postal workers didn't go out on strike, but I got mail. And what I got was the package from Matt Dow, which we are working through here a bit at a time, with still having Unknown Worlds of Science Fiction number 5 to go. So that was definitely a Christmas present. And then I also got a Christmas card from James Whaley, my old boss at Orb Magazine, with It Happened in Hamilton, where one of the It Happened in Hamilton's that segments that he did in comic strip form was Dave Sim, and I also got my annual birthday card from my sister. So that's the way life is at the off White House. I thought my birthday was last Saturday. No, not this year. This year your birthday's on Friday the 23rd. Happy birthday, Dave.